Hello. We're Having a Stroke, a podcast where a guy with severe ADHD struggles to get through a single sentence while the other one uses Gorilla Glue as a hair product. I'm your co-host, Dominic. With me is my co-host, Joey. And this is episode 26. 26.
You sound like you're about to get to like a jig.
Oh, yeah.
26, hey, yo,
Yeet, yeet. Because that's exactly, because I'm... That's one of the whitest people that you
welcome.
know. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 26, the episode where I get sick.
Hey, reversed roles here. Somebody else is getting sick in the podcast.
Hey, yeah. So, I guess we'll get right into it. Unless there was something you wanted to get into, Dominic.
I do, but I think this maybe is more pressing.
Sick.
Just like you.
So, to answer the hot button question, do I have COVID? The answer is I don't know because I haven't taken a COVID test yet. Hi, Future Joey here. So funny story, I took a COVID test immediately after this recording and it came back negative. So I do not have COVID. So, yay! Which I really should do, but I just didn't.
So I like, by the way, before we started this episode, you did say that you have a test with you.
I have I have a test with me. I just haven't taken it.
Where is this test?
It's like it's literally a few feet from me.
Do you want to do it on the podcast?
I'm not doing it on the podcast. I feel uncomfortable doing it on the podcast, okay?
All right. I mean, to be fair, like, if we took dual matching IQ tests, I'm not sure if I'd feel that uncomfortable, Like, taking tests on a podcast, I think, is entertaining.
But it's about, I don't know. But anyway, to answer people's question of where the fuck did I get sick from, so I went to 2 live things, in the past week. Mm-hmm. This Sunday I went to AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door show at the United Center.
Nice. Which
was a sold-out United Center, and it was fucking amazing. That was the worst time to take a sip of my water.
It literally sounded like you zipped something up. It didn't even really sound like you took a sip of anything.
But I went there.
Sorry, speaking of taking sips of stuff, hold up.
Oh god. Oh my fucking
We're back.
God.
Spotted cows are back at the house, baby.
I would drink, but I don't want to get
fair
more fucked up.
More dehydrated.
So I went to that. I got a solid migraine from all the screaming that was happening. That'll
do that to you. So I've heard.
There's this I imagine I can pull up a clip of it, but there's a tag team that was there called the Young Bucks.
Ooh.
And they have this thing called the Super Kick Party, which is where both of them kick a guy in the face. And
wait, so just to clarify, when we're saying both of them kick him in the face at the same time, in what way are they kicking him?
So it's okay. So imagine a triangle, basically.
Okay, I can picture that.
Where one guy's in the middle, and there's 2 guys in front of that one guy, and the 2 guys in front of the one guy just kick him in the face.
But yeah. I suppose, but roundhouse, is it straight?
It's a straight kick that's high.
Okay.
Joey, put up a clip. Put up a clip of them trying to kick Sting and then Sting no selling it. It was awesome.
Oh, I see. It's essentially, I'm imagining it's a roundhouse kick.
Kind of. I need to remember what it's like the height of a roundhouse kick, but there's no spin with it.
Okay.
but their entrance has like somebody screaming "Super Kick Party," and then like just and like imagine just like an entire arena full of people screaming that, and like I was like, "Oh my god!" But
everyone just so hyped for the kick.
It was easily the best wrestling show I have been to so far. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on that, subscribe to this channel so you can listen to the eventual third episode of We're Having a Shoot, where we now have to talk about 2 fucking pay-per-views. Jesus Christ.
Now, here's the question. I saw this on the news. And, the news, Snapchat news is like essentially TMZ with like without any credentials.
Okay.
But I saw on the news that Logan Paul was signed to the WWE recently.
I was going to get into that.
Okay.
Because even though that is like We're Having a Shoot territory, I feel like I'd bring it up because it's
more like We're Having a Stroke, because that's like...
That's also like it's A, like public kind of shit, and B, it's also fucking stupid as hell.
Oh yeah, no, it gives me a stroke just looking at the headline.
If you want to know the storyline behind that, at WrestleMania this past year, the most recent WrestleMania, Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic Mysterio. Yes, he has a son, and he's in WWE right now, and it's very weird because
I didn't know it was related to Rey. That's really interesting.
The funny thing is that Dominic is very much taller than Rey Mysterio.
I see.
And also, he was the kid that was in the legendarily kind of awesome feud for if Eddie Guerrero or Rey Mysterio got custody of him. Yes, I'm not kidding. That actually there was a ladder match of like a fucking clipboard, just like
wow,
it's fucking awesome.
It's pretty legit.
But anyway, the Miz was talking shit to both the Mysterios, and so because of that, he wanted to take them on, but he didn't have a tag team partner. Who was his tag team partner? It was revealed to be Logan Paul.
Ugh.
And he fought them at WrestleMania. And the Miz and Logan Paul won at WrestleMania against Rey Mysterio, the most popular and beloved wrestlers in the last decades.
Surprisingly, it seems like maybe that win was more realistic than anything he did in boxing.
Oh, it was a time. But the storyline behind it is that you may have seen from the articles that he's going for Miz. The Miz, and you might be asking, wait, why is he going for the Miz if they tag teamed? Because after the WrestleMania match, the Miz hit his finisher on Logan Paul.
Oh.
And fucking like beat him up, and basically turned on him, and then so now like they're hyping up for their match in at SummerSlam that's going to happen at this point, which also bums me out because like Logan Paul is getting more like traction and attention than a bunch of other WWE wrestlers that deserve that attraction or attention, like fucking Ricochet, who in my opinion is the best high-flying wrestler WWE has ever had.
Right.
Like, and like a bunch of other guys. Like, oh my god, it's weird. Also, fun fact, there's a match that's going to be the main event of SummerSlam, and it's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And that is a match that WWE has literally put on like 7 times as a main event already, including the main event of this past WrestleMania. Oh. So I don't get why the fuck we're doing it again.
Was there like an encore or something?
No!
they just were like, well,
okay.
The
main event, the main event of WrestleMania was for the unification of titles, because Brock Lesnar, I think, was the Universal Champion and Roman Reigns was the WWE Champion. Which, by the way, both the belts look the fucking same because modern WWE hates like unique and good belt designs. But they fucking fought and Roman Reigns won, and like I'm like, cool. Can we not do this match again? And then they're doing it at SummerSlam again, and I'm like, why? You've done it already, and it doesn't fucking one of the problems in modern WWE is fucking endless goddamn rematches that I don't want to see. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck wants to see that again? Like, and even the fucking WrestleMania match they had, it was just finisher spamming, and it wasn't fucking good. Oh, but anyway,
I feel like those grievances air in some other sport entertainment things, like I don't know, maybe Golden State winning 8 times. It's pretty boring. At least to me.
Well, okay, but the thing with me is that like how do these matches progress the storyline? Is what I always look at it in wrestling.
Yeah, that is true. And it's also manufactured. You can manufacture something good.
Yeah, like
that is true.
A perfect example of that is the CM Punk MJF feud, where the first match CM Punk and MJF had was in Chicago when MJF beat CM Punk twice, not clean, but he did it. And so that justifies CM Punk wanting to do a rematch, but this time with a dog collar match at the pay-per-view. So that there's stakes with it. You know? Like, it's a perfect, like, reason for a rematch.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to see a genuinely fucking phenomenal match for a title, watch my favorite match from the most recent pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy. Fucking phenomenal match. And the second thing
we're having a shoot is coming out sometime in the near future to a YouTube page near you. And yeah. I did the Joey. See, I did the thing.
We're shut up. Getting married.
I didn't realize that's where the bit was going. I thought you were just making a joke, just like we're sus.
Shut up. But then after that, my voice was shot. So I took a couple days. It took like 2 days to recover. And fuck.
I made the joke, and I like how you just completely went over it because you're like actually trying to get to a point.
No, I went over it, but then like my mind was like, he made that joke. He made that fucking joke. I gotta acknowledge that fucking joke. But like anyway, no, go.
We've noticed each other's patterns, and like I've noticed that like there's a tango. There's a tango, and we're stepping on each other's toes right now.
This episode is titled "The British Tango."
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking. I guess It Takes Two to Tango might be better.
It Takes Two to Tango. That's pretty good.
I'm trying to think of what rhymes with tango that we could put in the middle. It Takes Two to Rango? No.
That could be good. I immediately said bango, but that's not a word.
It Takes Two to Banjo. Speaking of which, did you know that Banjo-Kazooie is on the Nintendo Switch with the N64 thing? I
know. I mentioned it on the podcast.
You did. But the thing was, I actually was I was thinking about getting back into it because I feel like I've gotten into some samey routines in my life, you know? And I'm sort of thinking about like, oh fuck, you know. Excuse me. And
trying to figure out ways to like splice up that like routine and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like something I haven't done in a while is like dug my teeth into something that's like a good solo game or something like that. So I don't know. I was thinking about trying to pick up Banjo at some point and trying to play that out because it's been a while. I'm a fan, but it's been a long time. It's been.
I still haven't beaten the game.
How far
myself?
In are you?
I haven't picked it up since like I started playing it again.
Do you want to do
a while ago? We could do it like
a side by side.
I gotta figure out how to capture card a fucking Switch, but
like we're both playing like at the same time, like on a Discord stream.
I don't.
Like,
Oh my god!
that'd
I
actually be
forget.
kinda funny.
I forget what YouTube channel this was. But I remember when I was younger, I watched this YouTube channel that was like Super Mario Galaxy Versus or something, where these two guys like would compete to fucking
Hmm.
uh beat a Mario game. And like there'd be like a dual screen thing and everything. And I remember it the most because like on the start of the Super Mario Galaxy playthrough, I think it was, they called Peach bitch tits, and I just found that funny.
Bitch tits.
Bitch tits.
Come
If
over
you know
here,
who that
bitch
is.
tits.
If you know who that is, you know. But anyway, I want to say it's attacking toucans. That's what I want to say it is.
Attacking
But
toucans.
anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point we could do that, but actually that like dual monitor thing, speed running competitions are kind of like that. Like I saw
yeah.
recently,
That's what I
there's
figured there would be.
Yeah, there's like this charity event. I think it was like late 2019. There was this there was like a games done quick done at a Smash tournament where they did races in Super Mario Odyssey. Believe me, I've been to a Smash tournament. It's pretty stinky, dude. It's just, you ever been to a Smash tournament and you like go there, you like walk through the doors, get to the main area, and you get like a waft of like, it's a smell I don't think any of us have smelt since like high school, you know?
So the
gym
like
locker, you know?
Yeah, like, but the only like Smash tournament I've ever been to was one that was held by our like high school. And
Right.
like that like clearly like people went through a whole high school like day before that. So like
Yeah. But like imagine not going through a full day and still smelling the same way at a tournament. I've experienced that before because
it sounds fucking awful, bro.
it's pretty
Like,
stinky. Honestly, like here's the thing. Here's my thing about competitive Smash. Okay, this is just a little. I guess we'll go back into the whole Smash topic, but like,
But I feel like that's a
enjoy-
topic we go like back on a
Yeah,
lot,
of
and I
course.
like it because like
it's good.
you know
It's entertaining.
yeah.
And I remember it was like at the very end of February of 2020. So like this was like, it was like the calm before the storm. You know.
Before the store.
Yeah, it was Walmart. You know, you have the whole. Yeah, it was the whole store in front of Walmart. I was trying to figure out a way to make a joke about. Oh no, never mind. I was about to make a China joke, and I was like, I probably shouldn't say that.
We're shut up.
Shout out to Moe's Food Market in Milwaukee, best Asian food market I've ever been to. Lovely people, and you know what? Got some damn good stuff in there.
Fuck yeah.
You know what they don't have? COVID, because they have good, proper safety regulations. Anyways, so back to grown adults being the stinkiest men you've ever met. There was a Smash tournament I went to late February of 2020, before the storm, and what we found, and I was just there, like, because I didn't know anybody, and I was just like, oh, maybe I'll get into the scene, and maybe I'll like start to find some people that I like, and get a whole group together.
Right.
So it turns out that's not what any of them want to do when you go there. It's kind of weird. Like
They don't want to socialize?
Not really. Like, I mean, they just want to go through the bracket and take the money that didn't really exist. I mean, it was like a restaurant somewhere. So it was like a restaurant with like a venue in the back that they cleared out to put CRTs and monitors. But I played Ultimate. I got my ass handed 2-0 against a Bowser main, which was pretty rough. But like,
Luigi, look, it's from Bowser.
the Koopalings and I.
The Koopalings and I.
But like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, in the 20 minutes it took for me to like just wait it out and like play some practice matches while I was there, like, man, the stench is like, I'm not sure if I understand fully like how it's possible, you know? Because like I've gone through like college and like worked in studios with people that also work really hard in pretty like tight spaces. those studios have never smelt nearly as bad as this one venue where everybody was in. Like it really
how
was
big
like,
how big was the venue? Like,
well, like it was like a restaurant. Like imagine like a room like in a restaurant, you know, like where it has like a bunch of tables and stuff. Like it's kind of like a lounge room essentially. And it held like about 40 people, something like that, 40, 50. And yeah, again, like I've been in, I don't know, I've just never been so mystified by the fact that like not only were they all like seemed like very crabby, like non-social types, but like everyone there somehow like had no recollection of Old Spice. I asked them about Axe body spray. Someone said, "Oh, I heard about that in middle school." And you know what? What?
Wait.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like
do they not know how like
some people I asked and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know. I always saw my dad use it, but I don't know." Like that was the excuse, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And I mean, that was like practically the only socialization I got out of some people was like,
what
something I've heard from people was sorry. Yeah. No, I
don't get
I'm
how
being
you
serious.
don't. I don't get how you don't know what the fuck like deodorant is. Like,
it's because they never went outside and touched grass, Joey.
I'm like,
they never went and became free.
Okay, but like there are fucking advertisements for that shit on like fucking.
Well,
like,
they saw
Fortnite.
the dude spraying it on them and then getting all the ladies coming around. They're like, "That's not the lifestyle I want. I don't want to get, you know, absolutely like I don't want to be slaying pussy over here. I got to save that for the rest of the people." So, you know, they just decided to stay away from it. I did hear one theory though from somebody not at that place, but from someone else who from some other guy who didn't want to use deodorant, was saying that once you use it, you'll never go back. And it's sort of like, if I don't use it, I'll never like have pit stains or anything like that. And I'm just like, you're in denial because you can't smell yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Cause like you gotta get some deodorant, guys. Come on.
I feel like I'm getting dumber with this comment. Like, just fucking
Joey, I have a question.
use deodorant. Like,
oh yeah, no, I mean like just it benefits you in so many ways more than just yourself, which is, I know sometimes it's hard to think about outside of yourself, but yeah, it doesn't just benefit you. And I'm gonna be honest, like after that Smash tournament, that totally turned me away from playing competitive Smash in person, because I was just
that's
like,
fair.
Like no one there. I've never been in a community so quickly where like no one was really willing to be with you like that. And like I've been through high school, okay? Like a lot of people didn't really want to be with me. So like to have it be so concentrated and like as an adult like going into it, I was like, this is not anything I want to be a part of. And you know what? I still like Smash. I think I'm turned off from ever doing it competitively.
That's fair. Like, I don't know. Like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
But do they smell
like,
as bad in the FGC?
I don't know. I don't know how bad it smells in the FGC.
What do you think is the worst smelling like hobby group in the world, Joey?
I mean, the worst one is always gonna be Smash Bros. I know that. For a fact.
Yeah. That's true.
But like, because Smash Bros is like the weird outsider one.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I
will say though, like in the Ultimate era, they got some fresh drip. Like in the Melee and Brawl eras, it was like standard, like mid 2000s kind of vibe.
Hoodies and like torn up like jeans,
dude,
and like flat tops and like.
But like in Ultimate, dude, they got drip, man. They got collared shirts and shit. I saw some guys rocking like some flannel combos and like some white undershirt with some shit, like some long sleeve shirts. I was like, oh fuck.
God
they got some drip, and I respected it. I mean, they still didn't know what deodorant was, but they were able to fit in a drip.
Damn.
You know what? I did you get your point yet, or
no? I didn't. I don't know. Like, it's weird to like.
I was thinking relatively outside of that.
Hobby. I remember. I remember. Okay, so I think one thing that like I want to say, I haven't been to any like Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom or any of that tournaments. But what I will say is I want to say they smell nicer because like a lot of those more events have had more sponsors involved with it.
Right, yeah.
Like fucking I can only associate competitive Street Fighter 5 with Red Bull. Like,
yeah, right.
Like it's everywhere in that fucking game.
It's true.
And like that, and also you're like dedicating a lot more time into like a fighting game like that.
You might want to.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what
Melee's been out for 21 years, man. I don't know about that. There's some people who spent literally decades playing the same game.
And the community has spent 21 years sucking dick. Anyway,
sucking some very fabulous dick, I might add.
I mean, to be fair, like Nintendo's like ruling on the Melee community is absolute bullshit.
Oh yeah. Oh, no one said that people were happy with Nintendo. Nobody said we were happy with Nintendo, but like, you know, still enjoy the company. We still enjoy the community. I don't because they don't use deodorant, but...
Oh yeah, speaking of Nintendo, shoutouts to the Persona games finally get it coming to Switch.
Oh yeah, weren't you and Gus complaining about that like a week ago?
We were like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, why did they take so long between each one to announce that?
I don't know. It would have been fire to be like, yo, squad's rolling up. We all have Persona. Instead of Nintendo just like tagging along, or maybe were they trying to make a statement at the end?
So,
like, bitches.
So it started with them announcing them on Xbox at the Xbox showcase,
right?
And then a random tweet they announced that it's coming to PS4 too. And then 2 weeks later, at the Nintendo showcase, they announced, "Hey, it's also on Switch."
Thank God. Now, here's the thing I'm wondering: is this Persona going to be like a more like updated render? Do you think, or do you think it's going to be like more like the quality of it? Do you think the quality of it would lower because it's on Switch, or do you think it would?
I don't know. That's the thing I don't know about because okay,
it'd be kind of funny if it took the Legend of Arceus route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's two sides to this. Persona 5 Vanilla, like Vanilla Persona 5.
More of a chocolate fan myself.
I knew you were gonna make that fucking joke.
Continue.
The original Persona 5. God fucking
Persona 5 Classic with original sugar. The original recipe.
Classic when you can only use your gun once and that's it.
Original recipe Persona 5.
Love that Persona from Japan. Persona 5 came out on both PlayStation 3 and 4. So if a PlayStation 3 can run Persona 5 Vanilla, I think that a Switch can run Persona 5. But the other part to it is that Persona 5 Royal only came out on PS4. And that's what's coming to Switch. But at the same time, you don't need Persona to look very high quality to make that game look good.
I don't need excellent graphics to know that I can do more than just one thing before I go to bed, you know? I just, Morgana, I know I gotta sleep. Just let me tinker.
We should go to bed. Fuck on!
Fuck you, man. I'm an adult.
I will suplex the cat. Anyway. But, like, you don't need, like, high-quality textures and shit to make Persona 5 Royal look good. Because that game already looks good. As is. Like, also, like, the thing is, like, that's the only game in terms of, like, graphics that needs to be talked about at all. Because 4 Golden and 3 Portable, like I've said before, those can run on a Switch. Easy. Because those are PlayStation 2 games. And, like, that's what's been happening with that.
Thankfully, we don't need a PSP to run Persona 4. or was it the PS Vita?
Persona 3 Portable was on PSP.
Was the PS Vita, did that have Persona 4? Because I feel like it was something
I want to say, I think it did. but I can't remember.
That might have been the most successful game on that console after it died.
Persona, the PSP was basically the JRPG machine. Like,
yeah.
So many fucking JRPGs came out on that
just a
fucking
tank of JRPGs.
Like fucking Birth by Sleep was on that. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Nice.
So I went to go see Game Grumps.
So, yeah, I knew about this one guy. Did you know that Steve Wozniak, the guy that owns Apple, he plays Segway Polo? Anyways, Joey, what did you want to talk about?
I mean, fuck.
No, I mean, honestly, there's no other way to get to it, aside from the fact that you went to something really cool.
Yeah, I went to go see Game Grumps live. I went with Meg.
Nice.
Who invited me to it. And it was funny because I was driving. It was at the Chicago Theater, and I drove there and got like a parking spot and everything.
That's a miracle.
In the direct, no, I used the fun tip to anyone driving in Chicago or driving like in any city. If you need I'm not sponsored by them, but if you need a parking spot found at a very cheap price. I would highly recommend Spot Hero. Spot Hero is awesome.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by
Spot Hero. Spot Hero, please sponsor us.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I would love to get sponsored by Spot Hero.
Tired of having strokes on the road? Tired of finding rates on parking meters that are just too damn high?
No, but for real though, I got a spot in the Loop downtown Chicago, like 2 blocks away from the Chicago Theater. It was only $11.
Damn. How many windows did you have by the end of it?
2. No. My car was fine. But no.
That would have been as well as I hoped.
But, okay. This is also going to be a fun part of the show. Because I went to the last time Game Grumps were also in Chicago. Which was 3 years ago at this point.
A long time ago.
And fun fact, Meg was in the audience at the same time that I was for that show. And we just didn't know each other at the time until we met at college, which I find kind of adorable. But yeah. I keep... anyway. Yeah.
I keep these memories inside me.
So the weird thing about the first live show was I thought it was good and funny, but we just played Mario, like the Wii U Mario Party, and that was it. And then they did a Q&A after that.
Huh. It seemed like one of those middle destinations on the tour, I guess.
The cool part of it was that the start of it was the start of it was somebody got brought up on stage and was blindfolded, and they had to beat Mario stage 1-1 in Super Mario Bros. Blindfolded, and the audience would scream jump whenever like they were on screen, and I was like, and they beat the fucking stage.
That's awesome.
And I was like, that was a fucking awesome experience. But yeah, it was kind of weird because like the audience was split in half. And like one team won at the end over the other, and yeah, it just felt kind of bizarre, but
interesting.
But with this newest tour, it was called the Battle of the Tournament of the Gamers, which great, fucking awesome. I'm almost a senior in college. Anyway,
I am a gamer.
But it was the thing that was really cool was that obviously at this point Game Grumps has made a fucking game.
Really?
Yeah, Dream Daddies.
That game.
You didn't. That was them. That's them. Yeah.
Yeah, that game. Okay.
Yeah, the shirt.
What game was it? Yeah. Okay.
There's a shirt with fucking Bergie and the Danny Sexbang outfit in there too.
That's awesome. Get out of here, Bergie.
Yeah, but the whole entire like show was like, again, they split the audience in half. And they fought They like had this like quote tournament against each other, and also Chicago was the last thing like spot place on their tour.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the last show, and
this one.
This one I went to, yeah.
Like this time around, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to like a middle stop. But
because playing a Mario Party game and a Q&A sounds like middle of the road stuff.
Oh, I forgot to mention that at the start of the show, Dad came out.
Dad? Who's Dad?
The guy who fought like Matt Watson at the Creator Clash.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he came out on stage and did flips and shit, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
It's a good way to hype up the crowd, though. Just doing fucking flips on stage.
He was like, "I was built in a cave to be a normal human," and I was like, "Okay, bud."
Man, this is an interesting promo.
Man, this man's got a jobber gimmick right now. Okay. This man's gimmick was just to show up, take a bump, and then like get beat. That's it. Which I shouldn't say because he beat Matt Watson like very like quickly at a Creative Clash. But anyway,
get beat as in like someone jacked him off. That was what we meant.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was they sold out an arena.
It was a porno.
Because
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
They sold out an arena.
just to have someone jack him off on stage.
Oh.
You paid for this. Oh.
But anyway, also another note I had was at the first one that I went to, we did the Game Grumps theme. The audience did, and I thought that was kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Because doing the Game Grumps theme is kind of weird. But at this one, they didn't do that, which I thought was cool. Because you don't need to do that.
You know what it sounds like, Joey?
It sounds like what?
It sounds like someone at corporate is like trying to figure out what the kids want to do to like get. It's like someone at corporate, right, has these kids as interns, and they're like trying to get them hyped up to do work. And it's like the first time around, they were like, okay, we're going to do some TikTok dances together to get warmed up so that way we get ready for work today. And then I think clearly they saw the faces of the people doing the dances and they were like, oh God, I've made a horrible mistake.
Oh no. Like, I get, yeah, I think
Because
so.
believe me, that is literally that happens in corporate all the time.
Really?
Constantly. Yes. Where like you try to do something that makes people excited. And, like, it's obviously cringy to you. It's cringy to the people working with you.
Guys, we're going to get a great day at the office. We got fucking Pitbull! Look at Pitbull!
Oh, yeah. Dude, showstopper. But, yeah, no, I mean, it just sounds like they got their footing after they tried it at least once.
Yeah, I felt like this was a much better show overall.
Yeah.
There was many funny bits. First of all, they split the audience in half again. Oh my God. They split the audience in half again. I got a crown from the thing. On everybody's seat was a crown that was either blue or pink.
That's
I got a pink one. It was cool.
You have a shirt to match it too.
And it was funny because when we were leaving, I was like, Meg was like, I'm going to wear this hat. This is like kind of cute and stuff. And I was like, I'm taking this off of me. I'm not getting shot in downtown Chicago wearing this fucking thing. Okay.
It's not my bachelorette party. Okay.
But, the interesting part was that they had like, they brought people on for like actual like tournament games. And the games weren't like Nintendo games or anything. They were like, clearly in-house developed like Game Grumps actual video games.
Weird.
And like it's like simple kind of things like they had a rhythm game, which also fun fact for the rhythm game, Danny and Aaron performed one of the Star Bomb songs that was like a Zelda rap.
Nice.
And it was fucking awesome.
It's pretty badass.
Future Joey, put up the video of Danny coming out and me saying a funny thing.
Unbelievable. Yes, of course. You may sit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joey.
I should have put that up earlier.
Man, I
But
can't
anyway,
wait to see that clip.
Anyway, yeah. At the end of it, it was revealed that Bergie was the villain the whole time, and he's captured 3 people. He captured Princess Mustard, Prince Cucumber, and Matthew Mercer.
What an amazing sandwich that makes.
When I saw Matt Mercer on screen, I was like, no fucking way.
Oh, shit.
I thought it was funny. And Bergie's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. But yeah, it was fun. They asked people that came on stage who would they like to have sex with from Sonic the Hedgehog. And somebody said Knuckles because he would have good aftercare. That was fucking hilarious.
That's a mood.
Yeah. And then after that, I've just been home and like just vibing.
Vibing to whatever you caught from the one of 2 events.
Yeah. I got more Dayquil and I got like a bunch of fucking
Halls?
I got some cough drops, yes.
Cough drops.
And they were Halls, which brings me into the topic that we discussed before the podcast, and I think it'll be fun to get into.
It's a contentious one.
What is the best cough drops?
And this is coming from
I will say
this.
To clarify what I have currently. I have the Halls Relief, honey lemon flavored. I didn't realize they were lemon flavored, but I guess they are.
Slightly.
They taste like ass.
I see. Now here's the thing.
They taste like medicine. Like,
Joey, I hate to break it to you, a cough drop is medicine.
well, yeah, okay, but what the fuck is the? I gotta look this up. But there's one that like.
There's another one that I know people swear by, and it's like a fancy schmancy kind of old school looking one. But like, here's my question. You have Halls. You have lemon Halls, which are my personal favorite. Are they sugar free?
Are they?
It should say right on the top.
No.
Okay. That might be why they taste like crap, because the sugar-free ones taste better for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
That is the only case of something that is sugar-free tasting better. Like, it just tastes... It's a lot less bitter, and it's more minty than it is, like, kind of sticky and medicine-like. At least to me. It feels like the sugar-free ones are a lot, like, more potent. But, like, I rock those constantly. And, like... I feel like any other flavor of cough drop to me is like more like medicine than anything else. Like cherry flavored Halls, like that's medicine. Like that is medicine.
Like this shit that I have right now, it tastes like medicine. And I got 2 fucking bags of 80 for some fucking reason.
I mean, to be fair, they take a while to expire, so I mean, you can still use them.
That is true. But I remember now what my favorite ones are, I think, and they're Ludens, I think.
Ludens
are fucking good. Because they taste good, they do well on you.
They do well on you.
To fucking, yeah.
Like, when they do well on you.
Yeah, it's Ludens. It's Ludens. I would always get this bag of, like, cherry ones that's, like, white. And, like, it would do me no harm. And like, and I felt good with it.
What is it? Cherry Ludens or what kind of Ludens?
Cherry Ludens, yes. I should have.
There's apparently a watermelon Ludens, which is bizarre.
Are there?
Apparently, according to Google. Oh, excuse me.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say a watermelon flavored medicine sounds pretty shitty in my opinion. Honestly, like. I will say that is something funny about like the flavor of medicines is that they have to be designed to taste not like complete shit, but also like not good enough that you want to keep going at it. I'm the ASMR guy around here, okay?
I'm getting some.
Get one in your mouth. Yeah, I was saying you gotta like get it in your mouth and roll it around.
I was just thinking about that.
Fuck, I don't think I have a bag of Halls around me. I think it's in my bathroom right now.
I ripped the fucking package.
When I rip my pants.
That probably sounds awful. But yeah, I got one in my mouth right now. It's medicine.
There's a Ludens in Death Stranding.
What the fuck?
I googled Ludens, and the first thing that came up in the Google images was Ludens from Death Stranding wiki. I'll keep coming. Yeah, I'm sure you will. What the fuck?
Is that the name of the band that has that song?
No, I don't. I think it is actually. Hold up. I think maybe it's Ludens with 2 O's instead of a U.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh no, there's a song called Ludens by Bring Me the Horizon. Is that what you're talking about?
I know there's like a song in the beginning of Death Stranding. It goes like, "I'll keep coming." I can't remember it, but like I know there's like a song in the beginning of Death Stranding that kind of like goes by that title.
Huh. The latest Ludens figurine.
What? A figurine?
Kojima Production goes anime with the latest Ludens figure reveal. Okay, so we've learned that Ludens is not only a cough drop that is Joey's favorite, but is also this character from Death Stranding that at one point was created into an anime figure.
Or a band? Wait.
A character.
Look this up now. Ludens figure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's their logo?
What are you talking
the
about?
mascot guy.
The mascot of Ludens?
No, the mascot of fucking Kojima Productions.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah,
they made an anime one?
Yeah, it's the lady. It's the little waifu dude.
Waifu.
Oh, yeah. She can clear up my throat any time of the day.
I like how you can fucking see the difference between the really buff big one with the flag, which whose face is all covered up.
Yeah.
And the really skinny and petite, like, waifu one.
Yeah. I mean, at least she has, like, armor on her boobs. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I've seen that in a while.
I think it's, like, one thigh's out, which I'm like, wow. That's
brave.
Very reserved by waifu standards, which is cool. This is getting very weird.
So, Joey, have you fucked a figure yet? Have you made a cum jar yet? Because, you know, as you become a growing adult, we all gotta have that cum jar that we just love to have in our basement, you know?
So
just sat right next to your cleaning agents, your baby formula that you stocked earlier, and your toilet paper from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no.
What is that? Just me? Am I the only one that relates on that?
That might only be you. I hate to say it.
I don't know. It seems like 4chan's been.
Oh, there's one that's in all black.
Oh, dude, there's a black anime.
No,
that's Boondocks.
That is Boondocks.
That is Boondocks.
Boondocks is an anime. Fight me.
Mm-hmm.
So is Avatar. Anyway,
what are you gonna do with that fry? Give it back?
What did you say?
Yeah, what did you say?
I can't finish that statement.
No, well, none of us can finish that statement.
But
now,
anyway,
here's my thing, Joey.
What's your thing? Is it about the cough drops, or is it about...
it's continuing on the same route. Whenever you got like, when you go to the dentist and they give you fluoride on your teeth to make them strong and healthy. They always give you it seems like they give you an option for a flavor. And I remember when I was a kid, there used to be a lot of flavors, and now there's 2 usually. Mint or bubblegum.
Yes.
Now here's my question.
This is it's good that you're asking this, because I went to the dentist like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice. Did you have any cavities? Do you have any holes that a fetishist might fuck or something?
Doc said I looked fine, which is always good. And, yeah. But go on, please.
I was just saying, like, when you get that fluoride or, like, when you get something that's flavored at the dentist, which would you prefer, mint or bubblegum flavor?
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of more of a bubblegum guy.
That's fair.
Because, like, I don't know. I like mint, but I've always had, like... I don't know. I remember when I was younger, I had this weird feeling of, like, the flavor of mint in my mouth, and like it tastes weird.
Yeah, I understand that.
But the weird thing is that, like, now that when I go to the dentist, they don't even give me an option. They just pick one and then just go. And I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, it's because you're an adult, and adults have had worse things in their mouth, like Malort. At least Malort, maybe worse sometimes.
Malort.
Would you rather take a load or Malort?
I need to be reminded what Malort is.
You don't know what Malort is? Okay, wait a minute. We
No.
got to explain this to the podcast, probably. So, Malort, Joey can Google it, but for those who don't know, Malort is a Chicago-based liquor. Well, liqueur, technically, that's based entirely in wormwood, which is a main component in vermouth, but this specific liquor...
You're just making up words at this point.
Right. I realize that, like, probably half the people on this podcast have no idea what I'm talking about. Vermouth is a specific mixer that's used in mixed drinks, but it's usually made of wine and wormwood. But the component of just wormwood in a liquor is what Malort is. And it tastes like assholes. But even better than that, it tastes like assholes for a while. Like for like a good minute and a half after you've had your shot.
So I'm looking at the logo, like a bottle of Malort, and I'm realizing something.
You've seen that bottle?
I have, when Max left, he left 2 mini bottles of it in the freezer.
You're telling me that
still there.
that motherfucker left? He left airport bottles of Malort? Like
Yeah.
a little shot?
Like little guys. 2 of them.
Joey?
I'm not drinking it tonight. I can't.
Oh, yeah, right. Because you're sick. If it was any other day, your ass would have to have gotten up and grabbed that.
I've looked at it and been like, one of these days I gotta fucking go for it.
Okay, Joey, I'm going to be honest. People will say that there's definitely many ways that you can drink Malort. There is one way that you can really drink it, because people have tried to make mixed drinks and it just doesn't work.
Is it water it down or like?
You take a shot. You put it into a shot, right? It's
Okay.
This drink is formally known as the handshake, the Chicago handshake.
Oh, is that what the Chicago handshake is?
So here's what it is. All it is
Okay.
a shot of Malort and a tall boy of Old Style. Specifically Old Style for the most part. So
Okay.
basically what you do, you take the shot of Malort, and because it tastes really bad, you immediately try to chase it with the beer. The thing is, it's going to get you drunk really quickly. Like, really, really quickly. But I gotta say that is definitely the best way to enjoy it, because it's like fast paced and you get the full experience of bitter, and somehow you can taste more things in the beer with the Malort like aftertaste. But I don't know, it's really the only enjoyable way to drink it in my mind, because like doing it just straight is very it's tough. It's very difficult. But chasing it with a beer is a lot better.
This reminds me of the weird part about drinking. It's just like, because it's like, there's so much fucking wrong shit that can go with it that like, I'm like, what the fuck? How is this supposed to be enjoyable? Like,
Oh yeah, well, to be fair, you should understand that booze is technically a drug. So essentially,
Yeah, that's true.
it's to get high, and to get high is to get drunk. So for a lot of people, it's whatever gets you there quicker is what a lot of people like. Although you can have liquor drinks that taste a lot better, and they have like complex flavors and interesting developments because it is liquor. You can't really get that from other experiences, and that's why liquors enjoy it. And that is why I know quite a bit about it, or at least whenever I talk to people, everyone's like, "Why do you know so much?" And I'm like, I don't know.
and that is why I am a connoisseur.
A connoisseur of Malort. Malort is the drink of winners and drunk people.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Walk into the lake, Michigan.
Also, I just had this thought.
You can think.
Somehow. To everyone that is wondering if there will be another short Stranger Things spoiler cast, because
There
it
will
just released today.
Oh, was it today? I thought it was. I thought it said July. I heard from some friends. It was like, "Oh, it's coming out July 30th," and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll just
no.
wait for it." No, it came out yesterday.
No, it came out today.
After Pride Month, they're so anti-gay. That's unbelievable.
They're so fucking homophobic. It's not real. Like Steve opens like the first episode by like calling someone and the F slur and then stabbing him like 50 times.
I could just fucking. Could you fucking imagine? It's just like totally a complete departure from whatever story we had before this, and it's just like that's the end.
It's like, the finale to Stranger Things 4 is 10 minutes long, and it's just extremely homophobic.
Like the world ends, and like
Paul Blart
comes back from the dead. You know. Future Joey, please put in a mild retrospective spoiler because maybe I spoiled a little bit of it.
I can censor names too.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'll probably do. Replace that name with Paul Blart.
But said by you, not me. Nice. I like that. I like your style.
But fucking yeah. Fun fact episode, I believe it's 8 or 9 or whatever the fuck. Second to last episode is an hour and a half. Last episode is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm like, I fucking hate this show.
What?
Yep.
Oh, wait, it's another season?
No, it's 2 episodes.
Oh, okay. Okay,
that are like
I thought you said it was like, every
long
other
as
episode.
hell. The 2 episodes that are fucking long as hell, and I'm like, why the fuck? Like,
you know,
I've said this before, and I'll say this again. This can kind of apply differently with TV shows. I get it, but the perfect length for a movie is an hour 30.
Yeah,
90 minutes. Cause like less is more, and I'm like, dude, Stranger Things 4 is already fucking overwhelming me with so much bullshit. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
To be fair, though, I will say in the less is more category, that can be said with this story, because if it was like a regular TV show and it was like, oh, each episode is like a little less than an hour, like every episode is a little less than an hour, this series would be so long. It would be so many episodes. But like the fact that it is condensed in the way that it is, in a way it's almost less is more because it's trying to condense it. Into a digestible format, if that makes sense.
I don't know. Season 4 has been awesome, but it's also been exhausting a bit for me. But anyway.
You're watching essentially another Endgame, essentially, with the show.
It's longer than fucking Endgame.
I thought Endgame was 3 hours.
Yeah, but if you combine, like, the second to last episode and the last episode, it's like...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's like 4 hours, basically.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, a whole season is like 8 or something. It's a lot.
Right.
It's not like it's nothing. And I mean, is there any other show that does that? Because I feel like no other show really, like, gets to that kind of length.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Game of Thrones, a lot of the Marvel shows, like, go for an hour.
Like, was
I want to say doesn't Breaking Bad go for an hour? Or is it 30 minutes?
I thought it was something closer to like 40 or something like that.
It could be.
I don't know.
It could go over 45.
That's a good question. It came out on TV, so like the format was different. Whereas like now things are like more online and stuff. Like the format's changed a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Boys goes for an hour.
Yeah, The Boys does go for an hour. That is very true.
Which, by the way, I've been watching The Boys. The Boys is fucking phenomenal. I love that show. And it is also fucking disgusting.
Oh yeah. Super, super gross. Is that the show, or is that the one where what's the show? It's the same cast, but there's like a show that they did earlier where they were like in an office. What was the name of that fucking show?
What the fuck?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
It was the same crew of 3 guys.
Is this The Boys, or is this
same crew? But earlier.
Of The Boys.
Earlier than The Boys, probably. Because when did The Boys start?
The Boys. I watched season 1 of The Boys in 2019. So
was that when it came out?
I don't know.
Joey.
What do you mean, Joey? I have ADHD. I forget this shit. Fuck off.
I know that's true. I tried to pull wow, I just forgot her name. Now I'm having a stroke. There we go. This late in the episode. This late in the episode, I'm already having
Oh
a
my
stroke.
God.
What the fuck is her name?
Oh my God. I almost just typed, when did the boys ADHD?
When did the boys ADHD? That's my question.
The boys came out on July 26th, 2019.
Okay, there was a show that came out before that where it was the same crew of 3 dudes where they did escapades around Los Angeles because they worked in an office together.
Well, the boys is way more than 3 dudes.
Is it not the dude that does... Isn't it not that funny guy that's... I forgot his name. Who's the main protagonist?
Jack Quaid, I think is his name.
Am I thinking of the wrong show?
Jack Quaid and Carl Urban are your leads.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Am I just like having like a repressed memory? What the fuck's going on here?
I genuinely don't know what you're
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out.
Anyway, I will give my short thoughts on The Boys.
Okay, The Boys is something completely different. Never mind.
You, Dominic.
I thought The Boys... You know what, Joey? Fuck off. Give me all this shit. Fuck off, man. I don't know what to say.
What do you think it was? Like,
that's... You know what, Joey? I've been trying to figure that out. What do you think I'm trying to figure out right now, Joey? I've been trying to figure it out. The fuck is the name of that show? Give your review on The Boys and I'll try to find it.
So anyway, The Boys, in my opinion, is a phenomenal superhero show. Actually, not even superhero show. It's a phenomenal TV show. I think it has one of the best pilots I've ever seen for a show. Just the way that the colors mesh together in that first episode of like the black and the white of the characters. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you know what I mean, and you've seen the first episode, you know what happens. And yeah, I like this show. It's very good. I think the characters are solidly written. I think this is by far the best superhero TV show compared to like what we've recently gotten. Granted, I haven't seen Superman and Lois, which I've also heard very good things about, and I've been very eager to look into. But yeah, it's also extremely fucking violent, and like it's very violent with many sexual themes, and like just dark, and like it's so good. Just
hell yeah,
it's so good, but it's fucking disgusting.
I mean, you know what? Like that shock value is what gets you in. You know. Okay.
Yeah, Gus outside the podcast, we were in a Discord call one time, and he spoiled the first episode of season 3, and I was like, "You dickhead!" Like,
what an asshole. Lonely Island. Nope, that's not the trio. That's a different group. Joey, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm literally.
We're not ending the podcast.
Nope. I don't care how painful it is.
So the Morbius sweep was a very cool little sweepstakes going on.
Oh, dude, are you morbid right now?
I'm morbid right now.
Hold up, California.
We have become... Dominic and I have both become victims on the Discord server of random people just sending us the entirety of Morbius on Discord.
Workaholics, that's the name of it. Holy
Workaholics?
Fuck. Yes. With Blake
Did you
Anderson.
Slam your keyboard?
I clapped. With Blake Anderson, Adam Devine, Anders Holm. That's the fucking show. God damn it, that took me so long. There's a show that's a spinoff on it, and what the fuck was the name of that show? Fuck,
Yeah.
what was the name of it? It was another one where it was like a movie.
None of these guys are on
I
The
know,
Boys.
but you said it was a trio and it was really gross, and I thought of this show because, man, it's a fucking gross-ass show, but it's really funny.
Did I say it was a trio? Anyway.
You said it was gross.
I said it was... I don't know if I said it was a trio, but anyway.
Joey, roll back the tape. Future Joey, roll back the tape.
No, don't... Okay, fuck it. The Boys goes for an hour.
Yeah, The Boys
On
does go
Amazon.
for an hour. That is very true.
Which, by the way, I've been watching The Boys. The Boys is fucking phenomenal. I love that show. And it is also fucking disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Super, super gross. Is that the show, or is that the one where What's the It's the same cast, but there's like a show that they did earlier where they were like in an office. What was the name of that fucking show?
What the fuck?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
It was the same crew of 3 guys.
Is this the
It was the same crew of 3 guys. It was the same crew of 3 guys.
No, but I remember my brother watched this show and it looked funny.
I see. No, I mean...
It kind of gives me somewhat Always Sunny vibes.
It's good to know that there's more shows that are trying to get into that same vibe, you know?
Yeah, because
like
the
it.
Always Sunny vibe is a good vibe.
It's a good vibe. I mean, it's terrible people doing terrible things, but...
I got AIDS.
I got AIDS.
I got AIDS.
Oops,
gay
I got my
kind.
monster condom for my
That is
Magnum Dong.
For my Magnum Dong.
You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch. Excellent vibe.
Excellent vibe. Dude, it says Pennsylvania, not Pennsylvania. Fuck off.
Oh, man. You know what? I heard an ambulance outside my door like about an hour ago. Actually, no, it was
We
when I
went
was
an
getting-
hour over?
No, it was when I was getting a beer before this episode that I heard an ambulance outside my door, and I was like, this is a sign.
This is a sign, you know?
It's just letting me know.
Uh,
Did you finish a
But-
load, or what did you do?
no, I'm stretching. I'm
I
a little
see.
tired. But anyways. Yeah. Bat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I can see the ambulance in the distance. Wow, I'm fucked.
Do you want me to end it?
Go for it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see an ambulance in the distance, and guess what? We just had a stroke. Woo!
Hey!
Every time, man, we're gonna do it.
Every fucking time.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of We're Having a Stroke. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell if you're listening on YouTube. Oh my lord. Share this with a friend or an enemy or a neutral party. Share it with a friend. Share it with 2 friends. Share it with Daryl down the street. You know Daryl down the street. He usually has a tape deck and a codex that he really likes to record
Daryl,
with and gets his
I
bits.
know where you are.
Fuck you,
Stop
Daryl.
following
Listen.
me. I don't like it. It's fucking unreal.
Like at times it's like it's endearing and like I get it, I got a good ass, but like you gotta keep your distance, Daryl, okay?
Dale,
You have a
back the fuck
SoundCloud.
up.
Put your music on SoundCloud and I'll get to it, okay? I'll get to it. You don't need to send me your tapes. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been We're Having a Stroke. I'm your co-host, Dominic. My co-host is Joey. I love you, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Love you guys.